Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to give you 12 tips. I was going to do this, but you can't do 12. So 12 tips on being a freshman in college. So tip number 1 that we have for you all is to schedule your classes back to back. When you're looking for classes and signing up for them, try and make it so that they are back to back continuous, so that you finish the day and you don't have to go back to school at all. When you're looking for classes, go to ratemyprofessor.com and you can see other students' reviews on that professor to see if you'd want to take their class.
Tip number 2 is that you should definitely get a planner. Like on the first day of class, when you get your syllabus, you need to put in your calendar all your test dates, all the big dates. So you put that in your calendar on the month, and then every day you can make yourself a checklist on the day under to do, and you can mark it off. So that way you make sure you get all your homework done and you don't have to worry about forgetting stuff, because I would forget everything if I didn't write it down.
True. Tip number 3 is to get involved. Now, you can get involved in so many ways, whether it's a club, marching band, sorority or fraternity, or intramurals. So you can do really a lot of different things on campus, but getting involved helps you make new friends.
Tip number 4 kind of has to do with getting involved. So my tip is just to talk to people in your classes, especially first semester, freshman year. Nobody in your classes are going to know each other, and so this is like the perfect excuse to introduce yourself to somebody.
Tip number 5 is about homesickness. I transferred to the University of Tennessee the spring semester of my freshman year, and I knew nobody. I transferred from Florida. So I got homesick pretty fast. Find time to make calls to your parents or your friends back home. Phone call is great, or Skype, being able to see them in person. Even like maybe showing them around your campus on FaceTime or something like that. Some way for you to get involved with the people back home.
So tip number 6 is that before you go to class on your first day of school, you'll have your schedule and you'll know like the building names. But it can be really helpful to go and try and find your classes. It's a great way to like know where you're going to be, so you don't have to worry about figuring out where you go on the first day of school.
Tip number 7, and this is just a random one. It's about waking up for classes. So it's going to be hard to wake up for your 8 a.m. class in the morning. So set your alarm, but set it away from you, so then you actually have to get up and go to your alarm. You're going to be like a zombie. But at least that'll get you up and moving, because it's so easy to hit snooze like 20 times before class starts.
Tip number 8 is that do not buy your books before you go to class. Now, this is not an absolute. I have had to buy my book one time before class. It was required. But I would say to just like wait and see what your professors say about the books, because sometimes it says that they're required online, but then you get in class and you're like, we don't really use the book that much, it's just recommended. So I would wait until you go to class on the first day to get your book. Also, another tip dealing with books is that usually the ebooks are cheaper, and also I personally like the ebooks because if you do have to read for your class, you can like just pull out your laptop that you already have to take to campus, and you're not like lugging around like 50 books in your backpack.
Like a turtle.
Yeah. And also, usually there's like stores around campus or somewhere that sell the books a little bit cheaper. Tip number 9 is I would not even buy junk food. I mean, maybe like a little treat. You know, treat yourself. You're in college. But when you go to the grocery store, like think about being healthy. Those Doritos and Oreos look really good, but you're gonna be bored in your dorm room and you're gonna eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
So just when you go to the store, maybe get like a healthy alternative. Fuel that brain with healthy food.
Okay. Tip number 10 is you are going to be overwhelmed. This is a whole new ball game. I mean, new place to stay, new classes, new way of life, new social life. And you're just gonna be so overwhelmed. And so you have to find things that you enjoy for yourself. So whether that's a TV show that you're gonna keep up with during the week, or whether that's reading a good book that's not school related. Just find things for yourself that you will enjoy. This falls into our cheesy tip number 11, which is to focus on your mental health.
Yeah, it's really easy at school to get like really stressed out and overwhelmed. So you need to just set aside maybe like an hour a day to just like calm yourself. And like Katie said, find something you enjoy.
Yeah.
Maybe talk to your friend. But just, you know, you're gonna have a down day, but make sure you try and make it better.
The last cheesy tip number 12?
Wait.
Yours is 21. 12 is to be yourself.
Honestly, like, this sounds so lame, but in high school, you have like, how many kids at your school? Maybe like 1,000. That's like a big school.
That's a big school.
Maybe like 500?
Okay, maybe it is 1,000. I'm thinking
Maybe
of
1,000, like a whole school.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how many kids are in high school, but in college, there's a lot more, okay?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a ton of people to like choose from. So if you're just yourself, and I guarantee you're gonna find a good friend.
Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment below anything else that you want to see or any of your tips down below.
Or if you have any questions about college,
Yeah.
comment them and we'll reply.
That being said, peace up, A-Town.
Yeah!